You changed. You stopped being you.
What's the deal, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Cultivated Minds, and today we're gonna be talking about recreating yourself. Check it out. A lot of times you got to think. You have a lot of identifications that you set yourself up with, in life. Maybe things when you were younger, or just who you watched or seen, and you felt like that's how you had to be to become. But you just stop now and just ask yourself, is that really who you truly are? Or did you do a lot of these things because you felt like that's how you had to be? Ask yourself, your perspective on life. Change that. Recreate that. Your perspective on love. Recreate that. Your perspective on people. Recreate that. Your perspective on who you feel like you need to do. Recreate that. Let all that go. And really dig deep within yourself and challenge that. You get what I'm saying? Challenge the beliefs that you've been taught. Challenge the person that you consider yourself to quote unquote be. Challenge all that stuff. Let all that stuff go and recreate the new story. You don't have to keep living the old story that you've been living or you've been telling yourself because you feel like that's who you are, that's who you're supposed to be, or because you're trying to impress somebody or people from your past or whatever the situation is. Recreate yourself. Tell yourself that new story. Because a lot of times what happens is maybe the environments or the things you're around, the people, whatever it is, they like the fucked up version of you. The person that they comfortable with. The person that they feel like, they know. They're going to try to tell you who you are. And you might have identified with a lot of those things because that's what you thought too. But you have to really dig deep and ask yourself, is that really who you are? Do you act like this when nobody's around? Do you feel like you don't fit in? Do you have a whole different belief system? And you just around people because y'all history and how they feel comfortable? And you already know what you need to do if these people aren't gravitating towards the new story you're telling yourself. Become the best version of you each and every day. If you're not telling yourself the new story and you know what I'm saying, throwing away all those trash beliefs and habits and things like that you had, you're never going to become that best version of you. You're going to probably end up with a new circle. You're going to end up in new environments, new places and things. Even with a person with an addiction, what do they tell people? What do they tell addicts? They tell them don't go to the same environments, go around the same people and same places that, have that dopamine effect to where you can possibly be hooked back on that addiction. And the same thing goes for people you're around and places and things when you were that old self. A lot of people, they not growing themselves. They might not want to see you grow. And it's not that necessarily like it's a vindictive thing or like it's necessarily towards you. It has more to do with them. Maybe something they're dealing with within. When people do start seeing you recreating yourself and getting better, you're throwing away those bad habits, you trying to improve and become more self-sufficient and just improve everything within your life. A lot of people might be trying to pull because they're still stuck within their own thing internally, holding themselves back. And they want another person, what they say, misery loves company. They want another person to be feeling and going through the same thing as them. But like I said, let all that go. Recreate who you are. Recreate your beliefs, recreate your thoughts, recreate the story that you continuously tell yourself. Really ask yourself with the things that you self-identify with, the people, the beliefs, the places, things that you say you like, who you quote unquote say you are. Throw a lot of that away and really dig deep and figure out who you are. Like I said already in one of my videos, you can get a whole lot of information, being out in nature, just in solitude, thinking to yourself. Not what somebody else is telling you to think or how they think you should feel or go about something. Literally sitting with yourself and trusting you. And if you feel like it's hard for you to start, try to recreate yourself, just take the step. You know what I'm saying? You can have a million ideas, a million things in your mind. Just take the first step. The first step toward progress. The first step towards building that better version of you, becoming that better person that you already know you've been destined to be. You just might not have been around the right environments, or even didn't even have, you know, the right mentality to become that person to enrich your life. But you know, once you take that first step, your intuition is gonna guide you to that path. It's gonna keep guiding you, and you gotta follow that. Follow that intuition. You know, trust your gut, trust your instincts. Continue to be yourself. Stay true to you, no matter what anybody says. You know what I'm saying? Make an impact. But that's all I really had to say, you guys. I'm just trying to get you guys to think. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is Cultivated Minds, and signing out.